All right, welcome back. We're heading into the Steeler offseason, which will feature organized team activities, a mini camp. This week we had rookie camp. All the rookies, first-year players, undrafted and drafted, were there, including Mason Rudolph. So, Chris Mueller, the big news was a text sent by Ben Roethlisberger to Mason Rudolph. You know, quarterbacks around the league all have egos, and we've seen this before. Joe Flacco's not happy in Baltimore. We saw over time Tom Brady didn't like what the Patriots ended up doing, but he made it a moot point by just keep playing well, and he ended up getting a guy behind him traded. What's your take on this tension in the locker room?
One, I love it, first off. I'm thrilled from a media perspective that we get to talk about this for how many more years? I think Roethlisberger still comes off looking petty, just like Brady does, just like especially Flacco does, because he doesn't have the resume even of a Brady or a Roethlisberger. They all come off kind of petty and insecure, sort of needlessly so in the case of Roethlisberger and Brady. But by the same token, I agree with Roethlisberger that picking Rudolph was a real curious pick, one. And two, this team is poised to win now, and that's a long drop into the third round for a guy that you decided you had a first-round grade on. But you didn't take him in the first. You didn't take him with the 60th pick. You waited till that third pick of your draft. I think it's curious, and I think the best possible outcome for the Steelers is that Ben Roethlisberger is aggrieved and angry and takes it out on the team by playing really well for the next 3 to 5 years, and they maybe win another Super Bowl.
Which is what Brady did.
Aw, shucks. That'd be a really terrible scenario, wouldn't it?
Here's the thing about all this stuff. I agree. They should not have drafted, Rudolph in the third round. They should have maybe went with defense. But that was not really what Ben's point was. He threw that out there to get it started. What his point was it's been a couple of months since we've talked about Ben. So he had to find a way to get his name out there and be the center of everything. I mean, we're in the middle of Caps Pens on Friday, and we spent 12 hours on the fan talking about Ben Roethlisberger.
It's beautiful, Paul. It's why we do what we do.
That's what he wanted. This was Ben needing a hug from all of his fans out there and all of his fanboys. That's what this was. Give me a break with Ben,
You're making it sound like he was riding around Pittsburgh on a fire truck with a bullhorn or something. I mean, a reporter called him up. It was a perfectly legitimate question.
Did you hear the whole entire interview?
I heard all of it.
And he used I think I'm still the starter. I mean, maybe he's their guy.
Listen.
I mean, come on. Ben, this is Ben. Ben is the best at making sure that the story is about him. Whenever he wants it to be, he picks up the phone, he calls into his radio show.
Listen.
And as Chris always says, he uses his passive-aggressive messages he throws out
Brady's
there.
a better quarterback.
So we all talk about him.
Brady's a better quarterback than he is, but Brady's got nothing on him in terms of true passive-aggressive skills. Like, I guess if Mason has a question about a play, I'll tell him to look at the playbook. This guy is it's wonderful that he does what he does, and I'm very, very happy and thankful for it from a media perspective.
Yeah, and real quickly, in that same interview, he basically threw all this shade at Todd Haley by telling us how great Randy Fichtner is and how prepared he is and how he'll never ask me to do things that don't make sense. I mean, come on.
That's Coach Randy. And Josh Dobbs. Hey, what a really nice kid. He works really hard, but I guess he's not that good.
Ben's a great quarterback, but he's ridiculous.
This is tremendous. I'm just letting it go.
Well, it all started with Ben saying a year ago that he might go year to year.
Yeah, he has nobody to blame but himself. Right. He has nobody to blame but himself. He said that to get Todd Haley fired. Then the organization actually called his bluff to some degree, and now he's unhappy that technically they listened to him and acted in a way that you could at least understand them acting because of what he previously said.
And there's there's another classic example of Ben making the story about him and having people talking about him for 3 or 4 weeks. And here's the thing, it's hilarious to me. You know, it was all about, well, I want to be able to be healthy for my kids and CTE problems and concussion and all this other stuff. I got to be worried about that. Then they fired Todd Haley. All of a sudden, now he's going to play 5 more years. I guess concussions are no longer a concern. Is that what we're saying?
What question you want to ask? Jason, what did you want to ask?
I was just curious why this is such a big deal. Like, why are these quarterbacks automatically having to cater to younger players? It's okay. I mean, they're not the morality police or something like that. I'm fine if Ben doesn't want to help Mason Rudolph or Joe Flacco doesn't want to help this guy.
Ben shouldn't want to help him. It was just the way he went about it. Well, as is always the case, it's hilarious vintage Ben.
We got to go to a break. We'll continue this, I'm sure, in the weeks ahead through OTAs and everything else. We have Pirate Talk coming up. They lost to the San Francisco today, but they're 23-17. How sustainable is this stuff? Coming up next.